What is going on, guys? It's your boy Ray J back with another video, and in this video I'm going to be doing a quick technical analysis of Tesla. I'm going to talk about what happened to Tesla, what are the latest updates, and what are the latest pieces of news, and why Tesla is up for the day. But before I get started, I have to mention two quick things. First off, I'm not a financial, legal, or taxation expert, so do not take this as financial, legal, or taxation advice. Also, if you can, please smash that like button if you want to see more videos like this. Not only benefits me, but it benefits the entire community as a whole. It helps more people learn about Tesla and the stock market and investing, and helps more people become confident in their investments and learn about the news. But anyways, guys, Tesla did have a green day today. Let's go. It's up over 3.83% for the day. It just broke the $700 level of resistance and is now testing around the $710 range. And if anything, it is looking quite good. And that's actually a really, really good sign for me. Now, I did predict that Tesla would be a little bit down because there was a ton of FUD articles that came out. Tons of articles were bashing Tesla, so I wouldn't have been surprised if it did drop just a little bit. But despite all the bad news that came out about Tesla over the weekend, there were some good things that just came out today. And because of the AI day and the update with the Tesla bot, Tesla did have a pretty good day. So that's actually a really, really good sign. I'm really, really proud of Tesla. You can see this upward trend right over here. It's very, very beautiful considering that 5 days ago Tesla was testing the $650 level of support, and it's overall up compared to that. It was as low as $680 just in the pre-market, and had this massive, massive uptrend before it consolidated around the $706 range. So it closed at $706.30. Once again, it's up almost 4% for the day. But if anything, guys, let's bring up the Bollinger brands right over here. We can see that based off the mean, Tesla was just above the mean and between the mean and one standard deviation above where it could have closed given the trend line from before. And that's still a really, really good sign because overall it is just a little bit up. And that's a bullish indicator for Tesla, and not just the near term, but the long term as well. So anyways, Tesla's looking really, really good. But if you look at the Fibonacci retracement sequence that I'm about to pull up, you can see that Tesla did have a really, really good run up, and it did struggle to actually beat some lines of support in the past. And obviously, they did beat them. But overall, we did beat the $700 level of resistance that Tesla was fighting for just quite some time. So overall, I'm really, really proud of what happened, but you guys have to understand the pieces of good news that did come out. So the first of all, I'm going to talk about what happened to Tesla in Europe. They started their Model Y deliveries in Europe, and that's really, really good for Tesla as a company in terms of its fundamentals and for institutionalized investors as well, because Tesla is now unveiling that they have many, many cars, not just in China, not just in the US, but in Berlin and Europe as a whole. So that makes Tesla even more bigger. It makes Tesla a lot more global, and Tesla has been doing extremely well. They did export over 8,000 cars in China just last month, but more and more and more of them, of the 8,000 that were exported from China, are expected to come to Europe. Not to mention that their Berlin factory is making significant progress, which is really, really good for Tesla. There was a delay because of the chip shortage that happened, but overall, Tesla is doing well. And that's a very, very, very good sign for not just the short term, but the long term as well. And the reason I keep bringing up the long term is think about where Tesla is going to be in 10 years, 5 years, even 2 years, considering that they have the Berlin Gigafactory coming, considering that they're producing cars in China and their production has been increasing consistently. So that's a really, really good sign. It was a tough year because of the chip shortage, the new chip shortage that happened, but that's okay because Tesla is doing well. Another big thing to talk about is the fact that during AI Day, they are primed to tackle some of the world's hardest problems. They're improving AI technology, and that did play a big, big, big role in Tesla's share price today. You can see that this is a picture of Tesla's bot, the Tesla bot that was going to be coming out. Now, I did think something a little bit that wasn't as great for Tesla was the fact that they didn't actually have a bot built. This is just like a bot on paper, but they did have someone dress up as it and do a little dance. So that could have been really, really cool. That did hype a lot of people up. But overall, guys, it's not just about whether they had the bot right now or not. It's also based off the fact that Tesla has new things coming up, which is hyped up not just their old investors, but newer investors as well, and new people that are going to get involved in the company. So someone said this, I believe it was Jonas. He agreed with Tesla's CEO's message. He said that we think the message of AI Day goes beyond humanoid bots and exaflops. I 100% agree. Tesla is running one of the world's largest and arguably most ambitious R&D laboratories to tackle the world's hardest problems. investors can't resist funding the effort. And most definitely that is true. If you do invest in Tesla, and I can't give financial advice, but for entertainment purposes only, if you do, you are tackling world problems as well. You cannot forget that Tesla is also an energy company. You cannot forget that they're an AI company, they're a car company, they're a computer chip company as well. Their Dojo supercomputer chip looks incredibly impressive, and overall, Tesla has been doing really, really well at all these things. Now, Morgan Stanley, it didn't change its overweight rating and $900 price target for Tesla stock. So that's a good sign as well, as Morgan Stanley is very, very credible. And if anything, dude, I do think that Tesla can hit $900 within a year, like easily, absolutely easily. It's going to break that. But the reason why I'm not predicting it's going to hit 2,000 or 10,000 is you have to remember there are many, many issues it has to tackle, such as the chip shortage. It still is struggling because of that, but overall, it has been recovering very, very, very well. Now, the last thing I'm going to be talking about and mentioning is the Cybertruck, which has its hints to be released, but we don't specifically know when. They do want to focus more on the Model Y and the other models as well before they actually end up doing that. And the Berlin Gigafactory has to be opened, and other things have to happen before this does come out. So it may not come out until early to mid 2022, but that's still okay because Tesla has many other catalysts for the stock price, such as their robots, such as their production, such as the European market that was just opened recently, and the fact that they're now shipping cars out right over there. Let's go. That's really, really good for Tesla. But if anything, when the Cybertruck comes out, okay, you guys have to remember this. This is a long-term catalyst because by long-term, I'm not talking about years. I'm just talking about a couple of months. And if anything, I do think that this is going to cause a huge explosion in Tesla's share price when this comes out, and it's most definitely going to be coming out within maybe a couple of months, if not within a year at the latest. So that's a big thing to remember, guys, if you are just thinking about the long term. But if anything, the Motley Fool actually did mention a good article about Tesla as well. So that's a really good sign because it represents the sentiment towards Tesla from the mainstream media. And typically, the mainstream media does not have good news about Tesla, especially with the accident that happened. But in 12 months, they predict Tesla's going to be at 900. It's probably going to be higher in my opinion. I think it'll beat 1,000 by then easily. But once again, because of the chip shortage, it is a little bit capricious, but I am still very, very confident that Tesla is going to break it because they have so many catalysts. I think they're going to go well over 900, guys. I think they're going to break 1,000 after the Cybertruck comes out in just a couple of months, if not within a year from now. So that's really, really good for the price in case you're curious. But anyways, guys, I'm going to end this video by talking about my share price prediction and where I see Tesla going. So my prediction is that for tomorrow, we're going to have another run up to the $720, maybe, yeah, $718 level of resistance before it consolidates, and it might close around 710. I do predict tomorrow is going to be a little bit green. I do think Tesla's going to have a big run up tomorrow. Once again, I think the momentum is about the same, and I think it's going to do quite well. But overall, I do think that the delays and the flood can bring it just a little bit down, but overall, I don't think that's going to happen this week. I think that it's going to stay pretty stagnant and it's going to remain 700 or higher for the rest of the week. And overall, in 1 year, I still believe Tesla is going to break the $1,000 mark. It was just a matter of time. Tesla has massive, massive potential and huge conviction, and millions upon millions of people across the globe believe in it alongside institutionalized investors. With that said and done, guys, I want to thank you so much for listening. It has been a massive, massive, massive weekend for Tesla with many, many FUD articles, yet big news that did come out, especially with the European expansion. Tesla is doing well, and I want to thank you so much for listening. I will definitely see you on the next